Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
There's lots of rumors about yourself returning to the ring. The biggest rumor right now is yourself in that rematch with Floyd Mayweather. Do you think you can land the rematch with him?
Right now, it's in negotiation. Depends of we can understand each other.
Are you speaking directly with him?
Yeah, my people and his people directly coordinating.
What happens if you land the rematch with Floyd?
Well, that's very interesting because right now I don't have a shoulder problem, so it's a good fight.
The $600 million dream just
turned into a disaster, and the boxing world is absolutely losing it. We were told that the ultimate grudge match, Mayweather vs. Pacquiao 2, was finally happening on Netflix this September. It was supposed to be the first ever professional boxing match at the legendary Las Vegas Sphere. But in a move that has cowardice written all over, reports are surfacing that the professional rematch has been effectively canceled, and the reason it looks like Floyd. Mayweather is terrified of losing his perfect 50-0 record to a 47-year-old man.
People want to know, how do you beat Manny Pacquiao on the second go-around?
We both winners, because it's an exhibition, so we're both winners. We just want to go out there and entertain the people and put on a good show.
And by the way, there's an update right now posted on Inside the Ring show that the camp of Team Pacquiao, which I expected would say that this is a pro fight. That's not the biggest problem that I see right now. It is not. So, if you think about this really, an announcement was made. Pacquiao says it on social media and on interviews, then suddenly Floyd Mayweather says something different. This is something to be worried about.
Floyd Mayweather, he's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. Right?
Who are the top 5 fighters you ever fought?
Barrera, Morales, Marquez, De La Hoya, Cotto, Margarito.
Why no Floyd Mayweather? Why not Floyd Mayweather? Why isn't he in the top 5?
I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. That's not the fans are expecting to us. I mean, as a fighter, if I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like Xing fight.
Just a few days ago, Floyd went on record, and he didn't just hesitate. He moved the goalposts entirely. He told reporters that as of right now, he doesn't even know what a fight is going to be. Forget the Sphere, forget the grand stage. Floyd is acting like the biggest streaming event in history is a backyard sparring session. But here's the real kicker. He's now claiming this is strictly an exhibition. That's right after Netflix marketed this as a professional war. To settle the score, Floyd is trying to hide behind the exhibition label where no one wins, no one loses, and his precious O stays protected.
Yeah, first of all, Manny Pacquiao at Sphere. What part did being at the Sphere kind of play you taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, what's it mean like fighting him again, like 11 years later now?
It's just, I never really took any abuse, in the sport of boxing. Still extremely healthy, work out every day. And, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun?
Getting messy in the best way possible for a high retention video, the clown show energy is peaking because Netflix and Floyd are now publicly contradicting each other, and the pros are starting to pile on.
Cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September, when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere. So Earlier this morning, I spoke to Jazz Mather, who is the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and he said it is absolutely a real fight. There's a signed contract. Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere. So I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not. I don't see him turning down a major payday over this, but we'll bear watching. And also, I'm told that further to that, Pacquiao has no interest in this if it's not a real fight.
The proposed rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing growing uncertainty after the American fighter made a sudden reversal, saying the bout will be staged as an exhibition rather than a sanctioned fight. The bout is scheduled for September 19, 2026 in Las Vegas, where the two first met on May 2, 2015 in the fight of the century, with Mayweather winning by unanimous decision to preserve his unbeaten record. The matchup was initially promoted as a legitimate contest that could again impact that unblemished mark. But the shift in direction has raised concerns about its credibility and overall appeal. But sports analyst Ed Tolentino warns that labeling the fight as an exhibition could disappoint fans who were expecting a meaningful rematch, especially with renewed interest fueled by Pacquiao's recent competitiveness against Mario Barrios.
Even the biggest voices in the game are sounding the alarm on a recent episode of his
podcast. Joe Rogan was visibly stunned while reviewing footage of Manny's current physique. Rogan didn't hold back, calling Manny's conditioning absolutely jaw-dropping and noting that for a 47-year-old, he looks more explosive than fighters half his age. Rogan's take is simple. Floyd's defensive style is legendary, like plucking the legs off a spider, but that only works if you're not terrified of the spider biting back by. Trying to downgrade this to an exhibition, it's clear Floyd has seen the same tapes Rogan has, and he wants no part of a real Manny Pacquiao in 2026.
Abs.
Yeah.
When you look
Massive.
at that, they're giant. They're like a thigh.
And I know the reason why, because in General Santos, the mountains that he runs and that steep hill, that's why they're so big, because he's always constantly running mountains. And I was doing the mountain runs with him.
Yeah.
My calves started getting bigger and bigger. But I understand, why his calves are huge. But he's always bouncing. He's always moving around.
Yes.
Like, he'll bounce for like 20-something rounds. He'll do his pads and he's jumping up and down. And he really is an unbelievable person, unbelievable athlete, and a legend of the sport. I think as time progresses, people are really going to appreciate his greatness.
Yeah, and coming back from defeats too. I mean, he's a guy that's had his downs. Yeah. He's had his ups and his downs, and he always smiling and always friendly to people. It's like he's so admirable.
Manny Pacquiao isn't just sitting back and taking this. The Pac-Man is absolutely firing back. And he's not mincing words. Manny has been vocal about the fact that he signed up for a real fight. He wants Floyd to live with a loss on his professional record for the rest of his life. And honestly, Manny has the receipts to prove he's ready, while Floyd has been busy doing glorified sparring against influencers and MMA fighters. Manny actually stepped into the ring for a WBC welterweight world title last year. He went 12 rounds with a champion in his prime and walked away with a draw. He proved he's still a monster, and that's exactly what is Floyd shaking in his boots.
Start with you. Why is now, 11 years after the first fight, why is now the right time for this rematch?
It just happened that I'm still active in boxing, and he come out from retirement, so and he decided to do it again. So this is it. Like I'm so excited for the fight.
It's going to be in the Sphere. It's going to be a first of its kind event. The last time you and Mayweather stepped into a ring, it was 2015, over a decade ago. Is there anything you can learn from that fight heading into September's bout?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot on that fight. Way back 2015, I think we become mature right now and how to handle it, and I hope that it will not happen again, the way it is last 2015. It's the experience is not really 100%, but I'm hoping for this time around no more excuses, especially to my condition and also for everything. Like I'm so excited and ready to the fight. Although before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I don't want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this. So this is it. Like this is what I'm waiting.
The rumor mill in Las Vegas is working overtime right now, and the consensus is simple Floyd realized he can't outrun Father Time and Manny Pacquiao. At the same time, people are calling it a bait and switch to the highest order you can announce a professional legacy fight on a platform like Netflix, and then try to turn it into a show once you realize your opponent is actually in shape. It's an embarrassment to sport, and it's making the TB moniker look like a total joke.
Was asked about the fight with Manny Pacquiao at the Sphere, and Floyd Mayweather, he simply stated, it's not a real fight, it's an exhibition, and that he's not sure if it's going to be at the Sphere. And it's supposed to be promoted by Manny Pacquiao Promotions. Well, Manny Pacquiao and his team, they responded, and they stated that if it's not a real fight, it's a breach of contract, and we're not doing it. We're not participating against you if it's not a real fight. Floyd Mayweather, I think he started training. I think that Floyd Mayweather he's 49 years of age, okay? And I think that Floyd Mayweather understands that maybe his skills have started to erode. And maybe he's like, listen, you know what? Even though Manny Pacquiao is 47 years of age, right? My skills simply are not there like it once was. And
if this fight doesn't happen as a professional about the fans are ready to walk away, Netflix is reportedly fuming because they didn't sign up to broadcast a light workout. They signed up to witness history. But history requires risk. And that's the one thing Floyd Money Mayweather refuses to take in 2026 head, rather cancel the biggest deal of his life than risk being 50-1. This is something to be worried about.
Be worried about? I know Pacquiao's mindset. I know that he wants to fight Floyd Mayweather in the pro fight. He's been saying that for a long time. He wants to get back at Floyd Mayweather. He lost to Floyd Mayweather officially, and that is really what they wanted to do. We know that. We knew that from the start. Now, for Floyd Mayweather, we knew that he has a perfect record, and coming back and gambling on that perfect record may not be a smart idea. Yeah, I'm angling on that point that maybe that is the case. Maybe he feels like he's no longer the same Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he's older. Maybe he feels like, maybe Pacquiao has an edge right now. And that perfect record is going to be on the line.
Manny Pacquiao is younger, faster, and clearly hungrier. He's telling anyone who will listen that age is just a number. But for Floyd, age is a death sentence for his ego if Floyd doesn't man up and keep his word on professional status of this rematch. He isn't just ducking Manny, he's ducking his own legacy. And Oscar La Hoya wasn't going to stay silent during the circus. The Golden Boy has been all over social media, dropping what he calls the truth on Floyd's business tactics. De La Hoya is claiming this isn't just about protecting a record, it's about a desperate ego trying to stay relevant while blowing through billions. According to Oscar, Floyd is ducking professional tag because he knows a loss would officially end his ability to sell these high-priced shows in the future. He's calling the ultimate act of desperation, using Netflix's massive reach to hyperfight, only to pull the professional rug out from under the fans the moment things got real.
He wants a rematch? You think he actually wants?
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking...
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought freaking Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your...
At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is Floyd Mayweather the smartest businessman in boxing? Or has he just become the world's most expensive professional runner? Manny Pacquiao has already won. Because in the court of public opinion, the man who is willing to fight is always the real champion. And the man who hides behind a no contest clause is just a scared businessman holding a paycheck. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned. And we will catch you in the next video, Sync to Video Time.